I'm Marianne Perry. I'm the administrator for Allergy and Asthma Specialists. We have 4 locations here in Hampton Roads. We've been around a long time. We began working with Rick Boyles and his company Computer Networks Incorporated several years ago when we were going through a conversion from one software vendor to another. And Rick came in and he sat through all the demos with us, and he asked all the questions that we didn't know to ask, cleared up many issues for us, and then became our hardware maintenance company, and also set up our virtual private network, maintained that for us. He was the go-to person for any questions that we had. He would actually speak to our software vendor so that we did not have to get involved in that, because there were technical things that we didn't understand, and he just took over and did that for us. And whenever there was any sort of a problem, Rick and his staff were right there to solve it. Our server resides here at our main location, and since we have 4 locations, we probably have at least, I would say, 50 PCs or WinTerms that through this virtual private network access information from all the locations, Norfolk, Chesapeake, and the other Virginia Beach location. And of course, we have scanners, mini scanners, and printers, and other pieces of equipment that are accessing that as well. And so if something happens with one of those pieces of equipment, Computer Networks is right on it. They can actually see it, and it's fixed or replaced right away. But we do, and we're constantly working. We have a very high volume of data that's flowing to and from that server every day, and it is critical data, and it is maintained. I can't say enough about how well it is maintained. So then we have been with them through the years, and we went through another conversion last year, which included going on electronic medical records, and they were invaluable in asking all of the right questions again, and working with our vendor to get us set up properly. Any questions that we have about, say, HIPAA, for instance, which has gone through a big change in this past year, even. Rick is always on top of that. He just knows what he's doing. He knows his business. Of course, the medical side. He knows the laws governing the government regulations. So it's so easy to work with him, because when I call and talk about those things, it's not like he's in the dark. He's right there with us, learning everything that we need to know about staying current and within the government regulations. I will say, if there is a glitch or a problem, we put a ticket in online, and within 5 minutes we have a call from Rick or one of his employees, and they are on it, and it gets solved. There is no waiting. They are wonderful. They are, and not only are, and if someone needs to come out to the office, they're there. They monitor our server. We have an in-house server. They monitor it 24/7. They know if some problem has occurred. We recently had a big power outage here, and they created a problem with the server. They were right on it. They could see it. The person was monitoring. They knew exactly when it happened over the weekend. There's no waiting until Monday. They take care of it. Whenever it happens, they take care of it. And they notify us. The first thing in the morning, I'll come in and I'll have a communication from them saying this is what happened, what time it happened, and this is how we took care of it. So there's no way you can beat that. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but their people are wonderful to work with. They're so pleasant and so knowledgeable, and we've really enjoyed our working relationship with them. IT is critical. We cannot operate without our server operational. Not only the server, but there are other components involved, the network itself. Even when there are problems, say it turns out to be a problem with Cox, they will look at the situation, say it's a Cox problem. They will call Cox and get the problem straightened out. They will call us back and say, well, someone will be on site at this time to get it straightened out. Always happens. But we cannot, it is absolutely critical. We have to be able to access the patient records every day, all day. And that is at all of our locations. And if we can't do that, we're in big trouble. So Rick understands the importance of all of that. And so, you know, we feel like we're constantly guarded 24/7. Our virtual private network, our server, the privacy of the information that we have, it's guarded constantly. And we feel so safe with that and secure with that.